Hi everybody, and welcome to my Flosstube number 7, I think I'm up to now, and there's a few other random videos on there for thrifting and things. Thanks for coming back, and thanks everyone for subscribing and leaving me such lovely comments, and I'm really enjoying the interaction with everyone, particularly in New Zealand. A lot of New Zealand stitchers that have contacted me, so thanks for that. This morning I've got piles of stuff around me, so I'll just get going and go through everything. At the end I'm going to do a small Christmas small sort of parade, so stick around for that, and you might need to sit down with a cup of tea because there's a few there. So I'm starting off today with a finish that I had, and this is one of the Prairie Schooler centres. And just get this right, and I did this top one here. I think last time I'd done his head and his feet. So now, hold him up properly, I have him all done. So he's quite cute. So just did wee bits of stitching, you know, the basket one day and the presents another day, and he was all done. So I need to start finishing some of those because I think I've done 5 now. No, not up to Narissa standards, but anyway. I do have a fabric actually for the backing, so I must get going and get those done. The next thing I've worked on is my Antoinette, which is my daily stitch that's kind of gone from last year into this year. And if I can get that right, there's a picture of what it will look like. But I'm doing mine in black silk. I think it's PR070 from Silks For You, and this is by Sabine at European Reproduction Samplers, and it's Antoinette 1894 to 1896. I haven't got much to go, and I feel like Antoinette's sort of outstaying her welcome. I really want to get the last bit done, so I'm down to that bottom corner. So I've kind of done, I don't know, I think maybe from about here across since I last showed Antoinette. So getting to that last bit there, which isn't much at all. I think there's a like some maple leaves or something along here. So there's not a whole lot of letters, but there is these bigger letters which take time to do. So I'm slowly getting there, a letter or 2 a day. Some of the smaller ones I might actually do more now and try and get Antoinette done for next time. And I've actually been doing lots of secret stitching, so it does not like much cross stitching. I have actually been doing a lot though, but one thing I started last night was I'm going away at Christmas time, so I thought I would do just one of these blocks in this new scarlet letter pattern, and I've picked that top one there, and what I'm going to try and do between now and beginning of January when we go away is get it all outlined, so all I've got to do is all the fill-in. There's a picture on the back, closer picture of the crocodile on the back. So it is just good fill-in. So I started that last night watching the cricket. Not much to show in my, these are all the colours, they're lovely. Lovely colours in my floss holder thing, and I've got that far till the cat came and sat on my lap, and that was the end of doing that. Actually, one thing I wanted to talk about on these, see this needle here is black. It's one of the new pony black needles. I think that's a size 26, but they're actually really nice to stitch with. For a wee bit it took a while to get used to, having a black needle coming up and down. I know that doesn't make sense to people who aren't cross stitchers, but yeah, it was a little bit, but now I really like it. It's got a different feel to it than a normal, I normally use Peacemaker's needles, but they're going out of production, so I do have a little stash, but I did want to change needles, and I've heard other floss tubers talking about those, so I went to those. So that's kind of all my stitching that I can show you. Sorry. So I did bring some older stitching. This sampler here is one from Reflet de Soie, and I did the coloured version, and I did it actually quite a few years ago. I might even have the receipt still in here. I do. I got it as a kit from Cruel Goblin in 2016. I don't think I finished it straight away, but Susan, stitchy friend Susan, and I was stitching it. So there's my, get the glare of the house on it. Maybe this side's better. So there's my stitched piece. I didn't put the borders on. I'd done my dash with it, so no borders got put on, which is fine. And now I actually like my pieces framed a lot closer, so I wouldn't have this border showing. But I do like it. It's beautiful colours. So that was kind of one of the first cross stitches that sort of got me back into cross stitching. And then in 2020, when it was lockdown, I got right back into it. So you can see that's got a lot of border work there. I do like it in the red actually. When I got this pattern out today to show you, it's like, should have done the red. But anyway, that's done. So that's something stitched and from on my wall. The next piece I've got to show you is an antique, my first antique sampler that I purchased. Get it right there. It might show up better in the camera. It's quite ghosty actually when I've got it up on the wall. This one is called, I wrote it down, Elizabeth Parrock, Parrock, and I don't think she has a year on it. She has quite a lot of over one, and those little tiny birds up here are over one. And I don't know if you can see how she's done her name, E-L-I-Z, and then she misses a bit out, and then T-H. So obviously her name was too long to go in here once she got it stitched. So yeah, I thought that was fun. But it's lovely colours, but I just noticed today when I took it down, perhaps I've learned a bit more about samplers, it actually doesn't really have a back on it. It's, I can get that right, it's stitched onto this linen and then that's it. So I might have to go and get that looked at by the people at Neville Studios, do all my framing and things. So she's lovely. I've got her down in Balclutha at the, no, not Balclutha, Milton, at the antique shop down there. I've had a couple of samplers from them, so yeah, they're quite a good place to go to for more than just samplers. I think that's it for stitching, other than my haul, which I have a little pile, maybe bigger than a little pile, here in front of me. So I did get from Helen at Crafty Kiwi. I've been waiting for the this pattern to come out from Cross Stitch Antiques. Julia Rachel Delamere, 1849. So that's lovely. And actually I don't think I've got that in here. I got Rebecca Worrell from the Wishing Thorn as well. Kind of similar colours, similar motifs. It's along the same lines. So I think that's just beautiful. So I don't know when, but that's kind of on my soon radar to start that. Also along with that order I got this wee basket of flowers from Mojo Stitches. Thought that would be nice, I don't have a small on the go at the moment, so I might kit that up. And my last thing I got from Helen is this Scarlet House pattern, which is lovely. Sarah Sanderson it is. So yeah, lots of lovely motifs in there. It was a wee bit of a wait, but worth it once they came into the country. Oh, there's Rebecca Worrell. She's in my box here. So that's that sampler. So yeah, similar floral motifs. And that might even be, that's 1847. What's Julia Rachel? 1849. So yeah, maybe those motifs were in the sampler books doing the rounds at the time. I got this pattern the other day when I got some fabric from Broomfields in Christchurch, and I didn't want the fabric to travel alone, so I thought these would be nice made into just little individual pillows, seasonal ones. So that's Jardin Privé, Les Four Saisons. That's not how it's probably pronounced, but anyway. But they're cute, and it's a pattern I hadn't seen before. This pattern, which is from Perman, I actually found when I was op shopping up in Nelson. Might still have the price down the bottom there, $3. So I was quite stoked to get that. I don't often see sampler patterns. This is a Verlander sampler when I'm op shopping, so I do have a box of op shopped patterns because I always look for them. I find nice old Christmas ones and things. So. What else have I got in here? Oh, this is the, sorry, rustling. I've signed up for the Jingle Ball, so I've signed up for this class doing the Christmas pears. This is an Annie B's pattern. And oh, actually that's the fabric I needed to get from Broomfields, was the Weeks Dye Works Aztec Red. I can only get it in 32 count, I can't get 36, but that's fine. I can enlarge the pattern and work it out. Oh, actually here's the pony black needles. It's a packet of 28s, so that's the packet if anyone's looking for them. Just little black needles, but they're good though. So that's that, and the other class I signed up to at the Jingle Ball was Stacey Nash's, get this out of here properly, this wee one here, that might be a better picture there, Ginger, and she's a wee mouse, so she's quite cute, with her wee ice skates. So that's another one. Actually I've got it kitted up, and a piece of Valentine Pink 32 count, which is quite nice, from Nicola at Number 12 Stitch Co. These are her details if you want to see them. But that looks like, I think it's actually done on a red, but the way it's photographed it looks quite pink, and I thought this is a good pink, so that's for that. So a little bit of stitching to be done there. I also got this kit for a wee Prairie Schooler, glare out of the way, Christmas tree. This was from Annie's in Ashburton, or just as you go into Ashburton. Tynwald, get that to focus right. Yeah, in Tynwald. So it's got a wee piece of the fabric, and so I thought that's quite a nice small to do. And other couple of things in my box here are these Jeanette Douglas Christmas dots, which I thought were lovely. I could work my way through those. What have I got here? March, April, May. That's a cute wee Christmas pudding. Sliding off here. June, July. I've got some circle wooden blank things, so I could use those to do these. And then September. So they were quite nice. So they'll go into my Christmas stitching pile. And the last thing I have here is from 1884 Stitchery. So I always keep an eye on what McKenna's got there, and she put up this Brenda Gervais pattern, which Brenda Gervais is so hard to get here in New Zealand, so I can get one and get it sent. It's that's a bonus. So that's more for my Christmas stitching. And then there was a stack of Christmas of Old patterns from the Friends of Threads of Gold. So there's 30 something, 32 patterns I think here. That one's actually doesn't have that pattern in there, it's got another one, so I missed out on that one. I won't go through them all, I'll just go through a few, but they're lovely oldie worldy Christmas patterns. I always like it. Oh, that's a wee bird cage, it's cute. Oh, that's tiny. And they're just something a bit different, I thought. So I got these. I'll show you one more, and then I'm done. So yeah, I was quite excited to get those because they're just a bit different to other Christmas stitching. So the next thing I've worked on, that's probably it for cross stitch, other than my pillow parade that I'll do soon. This is my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery slow stitch piece. So I do a wee bit of slow stitch, and I think if I've got this right, but I sort of worked on maybe prompts on this this side. I know that one was vintage fabric, so that was a lovely piece of Sanderson that I got from a lady in Timaru. So I'll take that a bit closer, I've thread painted that. What was this one? Favourite colour maybe? And I'm enjoying working with this sort of vintage green at the moment, so I popped all of that on. This was another prompt, I think. I don't think I've done this. And this was to put some text on. So if I can get that right. Popped that old doily that hasn't been fully, it's been stitched but not fully finished, and it's got nice sort of raw edges. So I used the vintage sheeting that I got from a lady and cut out some letters, sort of like Dottie Angel does, and the other one I've seen is Melanie, I can't remember her surname, Melanie. She hasn't done a video for a long time, but she has some great videos where she's cutting out letters and things from fabric, and here on YouTube, I can't remember her name, maybe Melanie Hill, I might be making that up. So this week's one was English paper piecing, the hexagons. So what I've done is done my borders with hexagons. Now I had these corner ones and this middle one here done for another project, which will never get done because I'm over the piece that I was working on. So I've made a whole lot of little ones and put them in between and got all my my border done. So I'll try and get my husband to hold it up tonight and take a photograph of the whole piece as it is at the moment, and it's a little bit easier than me trying to show you here. And I'll pop that on my Instagram account, which is the little red hoop, in the next few days. So I think the only other thing I worked on is my mini quilt of the month, and this month the prompt was stars. So there's my stars. Now I had these actually made, kind of cheated in a way, but these were left over from a Sarah Falke, was it block of the month? No, maybe block of the month, sew along type thing, that I did in cotton and steel fabric a few years ago, and just a bit like my cross stitch, I didn't quite get to the border, and I think these were all stars that were going on the border or something. So I've had them sitting in my UFO box for a wee while, so I just put them together and did some hand quilting, big stitch hand quilting around it, and used the same sort of range of cotton and steel for the back, and a piece of vintage doily for my label, and yeah, that's my stars. The one for November coming up is Hawaiian quilting, so I'm sort of, yeah, getting my head around that and what I'm going to do for that one. So I have quite a large collection here of Christmas pillows that actually I should have put something beside me to put them in, but anyway, a lot of these are ones either I've stitched or Susan stitched for the last, oh, I don't know how long we've been doing our Advent swap, Susan, maybe 8-9 years, I'm not sure, but yeah, every December we do an Advent swap with each other where we've made things or bought things, and we have a made, you know, maybe on a Sunday we do it's a stitch decoration that we swap, and it's been a lot of fun. This year we're not doing it because life's getting in the way, which is fine. I think we've only missed one other year maybe doing it, so we've been pretty good. So this is a mixture of my stitching and Susan's stitching, and I'll try and tell you patterns. I won't be able to tell you fabric, but if there's anything you see that you like, just message me, either put a comment on here in the thing down below, or on Instagram, send me a direct message and I can ask Susan or see if I can find the pattern. So this is a piece that Susan stitched and finished for me. I want to say this is maybe is it My Fanny on Etsy? I'd just be guessing at that, but he's quite cute, isn't he? This wee parcel. So there's thread hanging down there. This is a wee one that I did and finished, just a wee spot on the back. I think that was Little Country Cottage, Little House Needleworks or something. Anyway, I know this is a Prairie Schooler Centre that I stitched. I was going to put, I have got actually little F and S little charms, and I need to safety pin them to the back of them all, because my concern is that when I go home my boys will be like, did Mum stitch this or did Susan stitch this? But anyway, I'll get round to that. This is another wee one I stitched. This is Scarlet House, pretty sure. Love the variegation in the yellow that I used for the house, and it's just got it's actually mustardy, looks a bit pumpkiny on the screen, but like a velvet, no, wool, sorry, a wool on the back. This one's another Prairie Schooler Centre. This one Susan stitched for me and did the cording and got a wee red back. So that's a lovely one. I'm very lucky that she's actually stitched me a few of these. And this was all in 1 year too. I got about 4 or 5 of them. So he's lovely. Must actually see make sure I don't double up when I'm stitching patterns. He's gorgeous in his green, isn't he? Same red on the, yep, same red on the back. Gosh, you had a great year doing cording, Susan. Let's get out of this. This is actually a wee garland that my friend Susanna made, crocheted for me. And I can't crochet, so I do appreciate some crochet. It's cute with all the wee Christmas trees. I did see another, oh there we go, another Prairie Schooler Centre, a wee mustardy one. He's got a wee heart on there and the green on the back. And there's another one, delve down. I know, I know, I'm lucky to have all of these. That blue one's gorgeous, isn't it? I'm sure there's another one here. There is. A wee green one with his goose. And the red on the back. That's cute. Can I spy any more? Yes, I can. There's another one. And I think that's all actually. Yep. I think that's all. So I'll just pull them out willy-nilly for now. This is another piece Susan did for me, which is lovely. Black fabric, 10 points for stitching on black fabric, Susan. And she did another one that same year too. Gorgeous. I'll have photos of all of these in my Instagram way back if you want to look through too. This is another Prairie Schooler pattern. I think it's 12 Days of Christmas, and I got as far as 1 and 2, and then I gave up and finished them. And what's that got on the back? A bit of green wool. Maybe I'll get round to the others, but yeah, 1 and 2 will do. People don't need to know that there's not 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Oh, this is. Did I show you this one? No. This is another lovely one in black that Susan did. Crikey, you're on a roll with your black that year, Susan. Is it? Yeah, it's Black Ada. It's just lovely. Beautiful wee stitches. Very lucky. And I think this is another one from Susan as well. Maybe I just need to mark this box all by Susan. Now this is one I've done, Xmas. I think that's a freebie pattern from someone. I know I've got the pattern. This is another wee one from Susan. That's a Lizzie Cake pattern. Cute. This is one I've done and finished, clearly without a hanger. This is a Summer House Stitch Works, is it? They do a Fragments in Time series, and this is one from that I thought had a bit of a Christmassy look, so clearly that needs a hanger. Who did this? I think my friend Susanna did this. That did the wee crochet. Pretty sure Susanna did this wee bag. So I often just put this in put some stuff in it and put it in a dough bowl or something like that on display. Here's another lovely flat one that Susan, flat finish, that Susan stitched for me. I know I've got a lot of Susans, but Susan's probably got a lot of Fiona's pieces too. We should have done this together. That's a wee piece from, oh, who does all the strawberries? No, it's gone out of my head. So this is meant to be a strawberry, but I just finished it. I stitched it during lockdown, and just finished it as a wee pillow. Actually, that probably in that other one with no hanger just goes in a dough bowl. Here's another Lizzie Kate from Susan. Cute wee backing. And another one. I quite often do a wee finish using these loops. It's quite a good wee easy way to do a finish. This is another one I did during lockdown, and I know I got the pattern on Etsy. I'd have to look it up. I think the pattern is for it to be like a tag, but I thought it was quite cute, like a wee finish like that. So I've done that. A couple of bigger pillows here. So these are pillows that I put in a bowl or something, you know, under the Christmas tree or around when I'm decorating. So this is one by Susan, which is lovely. That centre's gorgeous colour. And this is another one for a bowl. Or I've actually done a display on the Christmas table one year with pieces like this. This I'm pretty sure is a Pineberry Lane pattern. So I've just put a bit of chenille, which is actually just chenille wool from a knitting wool section of the shop. Lincraft, I think I got that. Sorry, there's the courier man delivering my veggies for the week. This one is Christmas Bells, which I think is another freebie pattern. I can see who it's by too, but I just can't remember. So that's my finish of that, with the wee bells on it. This is a finish by Susan. This is a Liz Matthews pattern, which is lovely. I really like that, had that in my list of patterns to stitch, so I was very lucky to get that. Oh look, we're going to more Prairie Schooler centres from Susan. This one's gorgeous, I love his coat. He would have definitely been one I would stitch if I wasn't so lucky to have gotten it gifted. And this other beautiful one. Oh, that's a few of those now. This one isn't technically a Christmas pattern, but this is from the wee Heartstring Samplery booklet that's got 4 or 5 small things in it. And I've stitched it in, I'm sure I stitched it in Appleton's wool. So that's quite, I thought it was Christmassy colours, so that's quite cute on the Christmas tree. Here's another Lizzie Kate one from Susan, complete with its cute little sequin. This is another lovely one from Susan too, that goes in a bowl. No, whoever this pattern this is eludes me, but you'll know, you can tell, you'll be telling me. That's lovely, I love that one. This is Yuletide. Now I think this was in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And I know I didn't finish the whole pattern. Maybe it had a border that I didn't do. But anyway, I thought that was quite cute as a wee hang to be finished like that on the Christmas tree. This one is an older, I stitched this, Little House Needleworks piece, the pears, and that beautiful fabric on the back. I wish I could get more of that. So that's lovely. What have I got here? Oh, this is from a cute wee angel from Just Cross Stitch magazine. So I thought that was nice, just something a bit different to all my other pieces. This is another one I stitched, and I have no idea where I got the pattern from. I know I still have the pattern, but it's lovely. I just finished it with a wee bit of a rose on the back. Oh, this one I found. This is old, like I might have stitched that when I was 18, 19 or something. So that had to come into the cross stitch. Finished it with a wee bit of felt on the back to come in with the cross stitch decorations. That's another wee one I did. That might be Lizzie Kate as well. Just a wee cheek on the back. This one, yeah, did I do this or Susan? I think I did this. What's the pattern? No, the pattern's gone, but I thought that was quite Christmassy as well, with the lovely berries there. Finished it with a bit of wool in the back and a gold hanger. This one was a a decoration I made in I do know, in the year that I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I make decorations for some friends, and so this one was the decoration I made that year, and you know, I made it pink for breast cancer awareness. I usually don't make the decorations I make for friends, I usually don't make them for myself, but I did this year, and I thought, you know, it's a good reminder on my Christmas tree. And this was the other one I did that same year, 2023, and I hang that one up every year, and every time I can hang it up, that's another year gone, which is good. Wouldn't you know it, another Prairie Schooler Santa. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I had so many. He's lovely in the green. Yeah. This is a pillow that I made, and this is out of the Punch, Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, I think a few magazines ago. Somebody showed it, maybe. No, can't think which Flosstuber showed it, but I really loved the font, and so I've hunted that down and stitched that. Finished it with a bit of that wool on the back, which I think is furnishing fabric remnant that I had. There's a few more to go. This was a Brenda Gervais free pattern that came out in bits in, I'm not sure which year. Finished it with a bit of ticking on the back, and I stitched this, was all of it, most of it actually, while I was in a cricket tournament in Christchurch with my son one December. Might have had a couple of cricket tournaments or something actually, so most of that was done while I was watching cricket, which I enjoy doing while I'm watching cricket. This one is another one by Susan, another pillow for my dough bowl, got a red on the back. I think he might see Brenda Gervais as well. I have to double check that. He's lovely. Done that. What's this wee one? Oh, this wee one was one I did. This is a Mary Beale pattern. She has angels, and her patterns are quite old-fashioned, sort of the word I'm looking for. Quite traditional, old Christmas. So there's that wee one. The sweet angel was one actually. She's just hiding in there for some reason, but look at her here. Mum made her for me, so she's in the lovely angel box. And actually I've used the pattern for this and made that wee one there, and behind me, and one for my friends for their Christmas trees. And so the last things I have, oh no, I stitched this, which was a Christmas tag, slow stitch tag I used for something. But I thought it looked really nice on the Christmas tree, so I just have got that tiny little, like an old quilt pin, and I just pop that over a branch. That tiny wee petty point cross stitch there, gorgeous. Right, now the last one, the last four actually, are Blackbird Designs stockings, and Susan stitched these for me, so I'm not 100% sure of the years, the month rather, sorry. The Blackbird did a monthly series of stockings, and I think there might be 3 patterns in each stocking, in each stocking, 3 patterns in each booklet. So that's the next one. So that was the December one, maybe this was too. So, and last one, it's that wee cute design in the blue. So I must actually, I think I just sit these in the Christmas tree because there's no hanger, but I could actually put a hanger on them. So that's all my stitching for today. Well, past stitching, current stitching, more past stitching than anything else. thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed Sherry at Colorado Cross Stitch. She did a Christmas parade in a video I watched a couple of days ago. So I'll link her video below because she did big pieces as well, like big framed Christmas pieces that she's done, as well as her Christmas smalls and things. So it was nice to see, and if you can do get a bit of Christmas stitching underway now, you might get it done in time for December. So I'll leave you there, and I'll be back next time with what cross stitch and slow stitch and bits and pieces I've been up to. Thanks for watching. Have a good week. Bye.